Hi guys, and welcome back, or welcome if you're new around here. My name is May, and today I have an exciting video. We are going to talk about all things Hermes Evelyn TPM styling edition. So I just recently added this cute little piece into my collection. I still get excited just talking about it because it was honestly such a surprise. I have the unboxing video, of course, already live, so I'll link it down below in case you want to catch up. And as I share in that video, this bag kind of came into my radar due to a reel that I saw of somebody styling the crossbody strap a certain way that completely stole my heart. And I now see all the rave and why people love this piece so much. So I'm excited to share. I think it's going to be a total of 5 or 6 styling options for this particular piece. I kind of want to share with you guys how you can style the crossbody strap. I also want to share how you can turn it into a top handle sort of piece, because you guys know I love my top handles in my handbags. I'm pretty sure you guys are all waiting for like a first impressions or a little bit of a review of this piece, and I do have one coming. Shameless plug on the way. I will be doing a kind of like 3-in-1 sort of situation for August, because August actually makes a month that I've had this piece. So I think it's a good time in order to share my first impressions with you guys. It will also be Nugget's 6-month anniversary. So I'm gonna go ahead and kind of give you a new sort of like review in regards to my Birkin 25. And last but not least, we have a year review coming for my Picotin 18. So it's going to be an Hermes filled month. If you are new around here and you have not yet subscribed, then make sure to do so you don't miss those videos. So let's get into this one. We're going to go ahead and start with the way that it is styled right now. And as I said, this is sort of like a little top handle situation, and I personally love it. I think it's so fun. But if you wanted to still use the crossbody strap, then you can also just let it kind of like fall flat in the front of the handbag, and I feel like it adds a fun little pop of color, a fun little touch to the bag itself. And you also have the top handle option in case that you wanted to go from like a crossbody to a top handle situation. So I will be inserting clips as to how it is that I style the Twilly in order to make it look like so. I honestly think that this is probably the simplest way to go about it, just because you kind of just twist the Twilly and then make a cute little bow at the end, and now you have a sort of like different little look for this particular piece. All right, next up we're gonna go into the crossbody options, and this is the one that I told you that kind of like started this whole rabbit hole for me. So the way that they go about and do it is basically turn the crossbody strap of the Evelyn in half. And this is going to be more for the petite ladies, or if you want to use the Evelyn as sort of like a short shoulder bag. So once you have that, you're going to go ahead and hook both of the ends, so both clasps, to one of the D-rings from the bag. And then that is going to allow for the crossbody strap to be a lot shorter. And I will be sharing with you guys how it is that it looks on me once I style it this way. I am 5'3" for height reference. So what you're gonna do is then you're gonna grab the end of the kind of folded crossbody that you do have, and you're gonna go ahead and add a twilly at the end of that. And it's gonna be pretty much the same way that we did it for the top handle. So we're just gonna go ahead and kind of braid and twist the twilly into one. The tighter you make it, the shorter the crossbody is going to be. So just keep that in mind. And then the 2 little rabbit ears, I think is what they're called, you're gonna go ahead and put them through the other D-ring hole, and then you're just gonna tie a knot in order to secure the twilly like so. Okay, so this is what it's going to look like, and as I said, I will show what it looks like on me crossbody. So you do have both sides of the crossbody strap in one D-ring, and then it just goes around, and you have this really pretty detail here with the twilly. I just love like the extra pop that it adds. Don't mind my little tag. I usually cut them, but I haven't gotten to that yet. So I just really like the pop that it adds, especially for me that I do a lot of like simple color clothing. I really like incorporating a touch of like color in my accessories, whether it's in my bags or in like a simple statement piece of jewelry, or kind of like a little silk scarf like this. So when I go ahead and put it on crossbody, okay, you guys can see that she hits me like right underneath my chest. Again, I am 5'3". It's not uncomfortable for me, honestly. I like it like that. I feel like it's a nice little sort of statement. I can still get my things in and out pretty comfortably. I don't think it's gonna be the most comfortable for everybody. So I'm just being honest. I love the style of it, but again, I don't think it's gonna be the most comfortable for everybody. Even taking it off, you kind of like see how you can like struggle a little bit. But I did want to share with you guys how it is that it looks like on your shoulder. And then sometimes what happens is that these two straps sort of kind of like intertwine with one another. So that's something else that you have to play with. But here it is on the shoulder. Let me put you back. I'm wearing shorts, you guys, so don't mind my bottom part, but here it is on the shoulder. I'm not a shoulder bag kind of gal, but I know that that's like super in at the moment and everybody loves that kind of style. So it's kind of nice. I do like the size of this one as a little shoulder piece because it's so tiny. So I think it looks super cute, especially with the little like twilly detail there. Now, I did kind of discover another option in order to give you the same kind of look, but give you the ability to play with the length a little bit more. So in this case, we're gonna go with 2 twillies. You're gonna go ahead and tie the ends of these and try to make it look nice. There's sometimes when I don't really care how it ends up looking because it's not gonna show too much, but in this one, you are kind of gonna be showing these parts. So you wanna make sure that the little, you know, rabbit ears or whatever you want to call these actually look, you know, presentable. Okay, and then once you put them on the canvas strap to kind of hook there together, you're gonna loop it in the back of the canvas strap to bring again each side of the twilly forward. And one more time, we're just gonna go ahead and intertwine these twillies together. All right, and then here we have the final look. Obviously, you can play around with it and you can also play around with the length of the scarf. The beauty about having now 2 twillies together to be able to incorporate is that you get that additional length. So before we had to kind of like cut this twilly in half, giving us less space to play with. Now that we have 2 full twillies, we can opt to either do a bigger bow in the bottom, a shorter bow, depending on what it is that you're ultimately looking for. So again, let's go ahead and put this baby on crossbody just to share with you guys how she looks. She hits me like right in the middle of my rib cage, which is where I kind of prefer my crossbodies to hit me. I also love the kind of like little bow detail, and then you do have like the entire detail of kind of like the twilly and the colors. You have the little bow up here. That's kind of why I mentioned to make sure that you make it look cute, because it is gonna stay there. Like if my hair was up, I want to make sure that it's a cute little bow. And then yeah, just lengthwise where it hits me, I think it's super comfortable this way, a lot better even to like get in and out of and things like that. Another option that you do have in order to incorporate the twillies in your Evelyn TPM is actually to use the twillies as the crossbody strap. So in this case, we're gonna use the same one we had. We're gonna go ahead and tie a little bow at the top, and then you can just basically go about whatever length it is that you want to kind of make the twillies be. So let's go ahead and try to plan the perfect length for me. So if you're looking to have something a little bit higher, if you're looking to have something a little bit lower, because maybe you're wearing like coats and things like that, you can really play around with this one in particular. So let's say for me right there, I think would be perfect. That way you can just tie the twilly and make sure that you have a super cute little detail dangling with the end of the twilly once you tie it. So again, we have this one, and I'll go ahead and just light it on like so. And then we do have the 2 little ends of the twilly kind of hanging like this. I think they're super fun, and it adds a little touch of something on the bag. Again, you can even play around with this one if you don't want it to hang out too much, and then kind of do a little tie around here and put it through the D-ring. So you can leave it like that. So you'll have like the detail of the twilly showing. Okay, and then the last option that I wanted to share with you guys is more of like an option in order to give a security to the handbag. So this is going to be just tying basically like the twilly along the opening of the bag. As you can see here, then you have, what I did is that I twisted the twilly throughout. I put it through both D-rings, and then I just tied a little bow on the top to have a little bit of a statement. And it could look a little bit nicer. I will pop up an insert kind of sharing with you guys a little bit of a different angle for it. But yeah, I just think it serves as kind of like a security, since the handbag is pretty much open. You do have a little tiny clasp that you can go ahead and close it, but for the most part, the handbag does remain open. So having this kind of detail here acts as a security feature for the bag, as well as a super cute little touch, and you know, you add a pop of color to it. So in this case, you would just have the bag like so, crossbody, and then you do have the cute little detail there, which serves as a security factor, as I'm mentioning. It's still very comfortable for you to be able to get in and out of. You just kind of move, you know, the twilly out of the way and do your thing, and then you can just go ahead and put it back. You can still use this as a little handheld moment if you wanted to. So there we have 5 styling options for your Evelyn TPM. Let me know which ones you liked. Let me know which ones you've done to yours in the case that I shared it in this video or I haven't shared it. I would love to discover new ways in which we can incorporate twillies into our handbags. I personally think that that is such a fun way to add a pop of color, to even make the handbag kind of like your own, because you'll go with the colors that you like. You'll style it the way that you like to style it. Maybe the bow is bigger, it's smaller. So it really gives you room to play around with your personal style and incorporate it into your handbags. I hope you guys enjoyed. As always, I appreciate you taking some time out of your day to spend with me today, and I hope to catch you all in my next one. Bye everyone.